I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
How we doing, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Richie Hicks Jr. Sports Podcast here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Didn't exactly have the morning I was looking to have, so running a little behind. Wanted to get this show out to you a little earlier, so I'm en route to my less fun job. But how about my New York Football Giants? Huge 34-17 victory over their forever rivals and a team that has just been such a thorn in their side, the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions. I got to say this. Since the Giants made the change to Jackson Dart at quarterback in week 4 against the Los Angeles Chargers, they're 2-1. And, you know, with young teams, rookie quarterbacks, rookie players, inexperienced NFL players, you're going to have growing pains. I think what we saw in New Orleans was indicative of the part that looks like growing pains. But what we saw yesterday on a primetime setting, on a primetime stage, is just the tip of the iceberg of the potential of what the New York Football Giants could be. Brian Burns continues to have a sensational season. He got to Jalen Hurts twice, 2 more sacks for him. Essentially, after one really strong drive from Saquon Barkley piling up 30 yards, he had only 28 for the remainder of the game. And when you consider that the Giants have struggled against the run and were missing 2 linebackers, that is a hell of an accomplishment for the Giants defense. And, you know, for years we have spoken about the Giants defense waiting for the offense to do a little bit for them. It's been a long time, as Kirk Herbstreit said, that you've seen the defense getting amped up when the offense is on the field. You know, meeting them on the sidelines, getting fired up. And what Jackson Dart and Cam Skattebo, 2 rookies, have brought in an energy-based standpoint to the Giants is invaluable. Jackson Dart, you know, there was a scare for a moment. At first, I thought it may have been a concussion, and you kind of heard a collective gasp throughout MetLife Stadium. Thankfully, he was all right, but just a phenomenal job, you know, extending plays. Little Jordan Humphrey, Jalen Hyatt, guys who have not really ever contributed in a real game to the Giants, both big games yesterday. You know, Hyatt drew a flag that essentially put the game out of reach because Skattebo scored his 3rd touchdown. Skattebo goes over 100 yards. My co-host, Mike Zappi, as well as Idris Salam, have said recently that they both believe this Philadelphia Eagles team is a little too reminiscent of the 23 team that had a great first half but imploded during the second half of the year. And I'll be honest, guys, I have no choice but to agree with them from what I've seen through the first 6 weeks of the NFL season. I think the Eagles are rather fortunate to be 4-2. Now, when you look at the Giants, moving the ball really well against New Orleans just a week ago, or earlier in the week, I should say. They played twice this week. And, losing a game with self-inflicted wounds. Brandon Aubrey kicking a 60-plus yard field goal to send it to overtime in a game that they ultimately lose there. Couple of little things go differently. The New York Giants are 4-2. And when you consider that they have the toughest schedule in the National Football League, it is quite impressive. Weird stat with these Giants this year is that all four of their losses, well, I won't consider opening day because nobody has a win yet. But basically, all of their losses have been against teams that have not won a game this season yet. But yet, their two victories are against a 4-win team as well as a previously undefeated team, which was the Chargers. So if there's anything to be seen about the Giants and be noted about the Giants, is that they are starting to prove that they can play with anyone on any given game. And, it's just so sweet for Giant fans when you consider the backlash that Joe Schoen and John Mara collectively had, letting Saquon Barkley leave a year ago and go to Philadelphia, ultimately culminating in a 2,000-yard season and winning a Super Bowl. Amazon Prime last night released a Saquon behind-the-scenes doc over the course of his NFL career, really getting into the hardships of wanting that big contract from the Giants. Ultimately, it never came to fruition, and Saquon did ultimately go to the rival Eagles. But when I think about the Giants possibly steal of the draft, getting Cam Scatabo, Abdul Carter, and Jackson Dart, today is a good day to be a Giants fan, but today is a day of hope. New York Football Giants are proving that good times are not far. And when you defeat a team that has had your number so mercilessly, like the Philadelphia Eagles have had, and they are the defending Super Bowl champions, it's getting a really ratchet monkey off your back. Similar to them also last night winning in prime time, something that they have struggled mightily doing. Giants will be heading to Denver for their next game, and then they play these same Eagles again, but getting that signature division victory. Dak Prescott, Jaden Daniels both defeated the Philadelphia Eagles as rookie quarterbacks. Jackson Dart joins that list. And seeing the energy, the playfulness, and just the love of the game that Jackson Dart and Cam Scatabo have, it's something to really behold. It's something to really be happy about. And, after the nightmare that was the Daniel Jones experiment, seeing a guy that is captivating not only the New York media market, but NFL fans on the whole, it's a really refreshing thing to see. It's been a long time since the New York Giants have had a quarterback that has shown those kind of leadership traits. You got to go back to Eli Manning, and Eli was a different leader than Jackson Dart. Jackson is more of a vocal leader, where Eli was more of a quiet leader. But make no mistake about it, with the Philadelphia Eagles injuries right now, and, they've lost Kellen Moore, their offense has been struggling mightily. Now with all the defensive injuries, Kenyon Mitchell missed a good chunk of the game yesterday, getting hurt during it. Reed Blankenship got dinged up yesterday, and Jalen Carter didn't play. The Eagles could potentially be in some trouble right now. It was good to see, if you're an Eagles fan, A.J. Brown get involved a little bit more. But I think between the last 2 weeks, the Denver Broncos and the New York Football Giants have kind of put out a blueprint on how to beat this Eagles team and expose their weaknesses. You take away to the best of your ability their most talented player, which is number 26, Saquon Barkley, and you force Jalen Hurts to try to beat you with his arm. And right now, Jalen Hurts has not been able to do that. Outstanding performance from wire to wire for the Giants. Their third down efficiency was phenomenal. And just a really good signature win. And, people are going to be like, how did they do this but lose to the Saints just 4 days earlier? And that is the nature of having a young team. a team that is getting back to finding the ways of winning, a franchise that is trying to get back to Giants pride. But be proud today, Giants fans. Your New York Giants are heading upward and trending upward. And after what I saw yesterday, and I said it amongst a lot of football fans, shouts out NFC Beast. Jackson Dart gives these guys an opportunity to win every time he gets on the field. And that is an excitement that this team has not had for a very long time. Announcements to come for our next show. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers, by the way. They advanced to the National League Championship Series. We've got some Game 5s on the horizon, as the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs will be getting it on, as well as the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners. Enjoy your Friday, everyone. Have a nice, safe, prosperous, and hopefully a fulfilling weekend. I am out for now, and I'm going to get with the guys and hit you on my socials about when we're going to be going live next. Also, didn't complete the preview of this week. So I will be looking to get that out to everyone either tonight or tomorrow for the remainder of the Sunday games. We split our preview into 2 different parts. I'm out for now. Go Giants.